And they fired you?
Detroit, where I got the girl pregnant. Yeah, keep going.
Wait, no. In POP, is that where you nailed the shoes to the general manager's door?
Yeah. No, that was KB. That was
KBW?
Cap City. So that was a smart move, wasn't it?
So what you did is...
That guy's now the president of the network, of ABC.
Right.
President of ABC. I nailed my shoes to his door. He's the president.
Tom Murphy?
How smart. No, Jimmy Arcaro.
He's the president of ABC Radio.
That's what I said.
And you nailed your shoes to his door.
And I said, fill these, you SOB. You know,
That's right.
That was my going away song. And you know what? I haven't been allowed in that building for 20 years now, 25 years.
That's a great stunt. That's a great story.
No, it's not great. It's a negative story, and it helps you not work. You know, because like when Howard Stern goes down in the ratings, or if he should lose his job for some political reason, he's going to have a hard time. And that's what happened with me. That's the truth. You have a hard time when you're known as the king of all the beep holes.
Yeah, but you were never that scatological on the air. You didn't go for the...
I don't even know what that word means, but here comes Dale Parsons. Dale just gave me 2 nails. These are rusty nails. Wait a minute.
Those are the ones you gave me?
That's right. I think those are the shoes. The shoes I'm wearing. Were you in there monitoring the station? The program director's actually listening to the show again. Alan, you won him over. You had the right guess.
Yeah, we actually got people who work here to listen to this place now.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Let's finish about Downey, because you started the subject, and I want to tell the story, because I don't think I even told Dale this, and Dale's heard all my life story. He's the best psychiatrist in town, you know.
Oh, God knows you don't want to get off the track.
Yes.
You learned something in Florida.
I could do this show from the Friars Club tomorrow. So Downey was working at WNDR in Syracuse. I was doing afternoon drive 3 to 6. It was a 3-hour shift then.
There's a good station. Yeah.
He was doing 6 to 9. That's a shift also, not a bad word. So he was on in the morning, and I was on in the afternoon. He got fired for the morning show, so they gave me an extra $25, and I did both mornings and afternoon. Downey lost his job and moved to, I guess back to New England, because his family's from here. His father's a famous Irish tenor.
Right.
So Downey then called me about 2 weeks later, and he said, I'm the program director of WPOP in Hartford, and...
So what was his excuse when you got there?
Oh, that he was a great comic. I don't know. He didn't have an excuse. He just pretended that he had that
So you
job.
quit your job and went to a town where there was no job.
There's more to the story. Now on the other side of the story, he got rid of Don Blair, who now works for NBC News. So Don will attest to this. Don was the afternoon... he, through some political... got rid of the guy. Right? The spot. Guy on it. Yeah. So there I was working nights, and I didn't know I was filling in until the real guy came in from Florida. They had hired a guy, but I didn't know that. See, Downey kept that from me. But as it all turned out, I was so compelling on the air, because I was so nuts, so stoned, that they kept me on the air, and Downey got to be program director, and he lived up to his dream. So here's a guy who had a dream, and he's always done that. He married Miss Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah?
And he's always, see, whenever he sets his goal on something, he's one of those people. He usually achieves it. He's got a great sense of living up to a standard. I mean, some of us are lucky that way. And he's one of those guys.
He claims now, though, he was a failure at everything he's done until this year. He never really made it big in radio.
He had hit records. He had records that were played. Archie Blyer had the Cordettes. Do you remember this record, Cadence record label?
Yeah.
And he had the first family album, which made $1 trillion back in those days. Archie Blyer got out of the record business, and the last record he made was with Morton Downey Jr., whose real name is Sean Downey.
Sean Morton Downey.
So they call him MD. MD is his initials. They call him Doc Downey. See? So now you know. Now there's the other side of the story. You know.
Well, just kind of take some of the edge off of,
More!
Because saying his first name is almost like vomiting. It's the same kind of a...
Alan, come on. You want to be on the show, don't you?
Do I want to be on his show? Not particularly.
You wouldn't like that?
No. I wouldn't mind. It depends upon the circumstance. I don't care to participate in professional wrestling.
I thought he put away Ted Koppel in a very nice way.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he was on Nightline with Ted Koppel a couple weeks ago. And Ted Koppel asked him about... he said, are you doing the movie Network? And he says, no, I like that picture. It was a good picture. He copped out. Said he wasn't doing that, but of course he is. And what you're saying is right. It is audio wrestling. You're very right, and I agree with that. But he put him away by saying that he is doing what they call reality-based television.
Right.
And he says, I'm not a host. I'm an activist.
Advocate, he calls it.
An advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says that, I don't like to use the name of gay newspapers, but he says, I'm an advocate. And he says, I take the side of the people who are having problems. I take the side of the blue-collar workers. And here's what he said that astounded me. And, you know, I'm saying this on your air on NBC. It's like we're promoting him. We're a great ad for him.
That's all right. They can't fire you twice.
Well, he says, yeah, you're right. Yeah. He says, you know, I'm Irish, and Irish, Jewish, and Italians all are very, very boisterous around the house. You know, we're loud. We yell at each other. And he says, I try to do that on the air. And he says, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just being...
I take offense at that. I'm Italian. I don't do that.
You got a new kid. How old's your baby?
2.5 months.
Oh, well. Wait till that kid gets to be, this little girl gets to be 2 years old.
I want to take a break, and then we'll do radio graffiti with Joey Reynolds.
Oh, wait a minute. Where does radio graffiti? Did I miss something?
What we do is we do radio graffiti where the calls just come and we don't screen the calls. People do whatever they want. And,
and you can imagine
just people just go wild.
Well, let's go upstairs with
Let me just tell you,
with Al Roker and doing human body waves.
I've got to tell you. That joke is circa 1986. All right, now let me, you know, I inherited from you,
Yeah.
in terms of the audience, some of the biggest jerks I've ever talked to in my life.
Oh, now you're putting us all down.
I mean,
I'm an advocate.
There are some people who call this show who are just stupid.
Oh.
And they're holdovers from when you did the show.
Now, Al,
many of the intelligent people.
You better hit the spot. So we'll come back to talk to you nice folks again in a minute.
Yeah, we'll be back in a moment. Maxwell House, the official coffee of the Imus in the Morning show, has 1,000 Imus in the Morning Maxwell House coffee mugs to give away. To get yours, send a postcard including your name, address, and daytime phone number to Coffee Mugs, Post Office Box, WNBC, New York, New York, 10185. Wake up with Maxwell House, good to the last drop, and Imus in the Morning on 66 WNBC. Prize is furnished by Maxwell House in exchange for promotional announcements.
Drip or grind.
Mugs will be awarded to the first 1,000 people whose postcards are received by WNBC. One prize per family.
You'll be interested in controlling mailing costs in view of recent postal increases, so listen carefully to this commercial from Pitney Bowes. Then call 1-800-MR. Now, Mr. Pitney and Mr. Bowes.
We have almost 7,000 representatives, and sometimes we call them postal consultants, from Pitney Bowes. Now, any one of them can come and talk to you about what the postal rate increases mean to your business. So, call us.
Pitney here. Oh, just a second. For you, Mr. Bowes.
Thanks, Mr. Pitney.
So, where are you going for your vacation?
The Sears National Home Appliance Sale.
Sears?
Of course. It's Sears' biggest sale of the summer. Over 500 models on sale. Kenmore, America's best-selling appliances, electronics, even name brands. Family loves it.
You're taking the family?
Sure, kids can't wait. We gotta hurry and get there because a large capacity Kenmore washer is just $249 and a large capacity dryer is just $199. We'll save $60 on the pair.
A washer and dryer? That's your vacation?
Of course not. Probably get a TV, too.
There's more for your life.
Through Saturday. Hey, people, listen up. The slots are coming up instant cash.
There's a brand new game that's really hot, where you can win cash right on the spot. It's the instant game where you get 3 shots. The name of the game is New York Slots. New York Slots. New York Slots. You get 3 shots at New York Slots.
New York Slots is the new instant game with 3 chances to win up to $500 instantly and up to $100 cash right on the spot.
New York Slots. New York Slots. You get 3 shots at New York Slots. Scratch off 3, see what you've got. You can win a little, you can win a lot in the instant game where you get 3 shots. The name of the game is New York Slots. New York Slots. New York Slots. You got 3 shots with New York Slots.
Take your shot at New York Slots at your lottery agent.
You got 3 shots with New York Slots.
We have a rather unusual laboratory at Audi. There are no desks, no doors, and our experiments go awfully fast. Our laboratory is the Trans Am racing circuit. Here, with the Audi 200 Turbo Quattro, we refine the engineering for your Audi. The result, all-wheel drive for astounding traction around corners and our dazzling aerodynamic design. Now, Audi invites you to the Meadowlands on July 23rd and 24th to see the Audi in action at the Marlboro Grand Prix with the Audi 90 Quattro as the official pace car. And once you see our Audis on the track, see your Audi Tri-State dealer, you'll find factory-to-dealer incentives that could save you up to $2,400 on the Audi 80 Quattro. We'll even give you exclusive discount race coupons along with a free t-shirt or hat. And remember, we're perfecting Audi here. So when you drive your Audi, it will be your heart that races.
Joey Reynolds is here, and now you're sitting in your old seat.
Yeah, this is great. I love this. And Judy DeAngelis is here, too.
And Judy, of course, you work with Judy in the afternoon.
Well,
Did you work with Elena? Was she...
Well, yeah, but she was the lower life, you know.
What?
She was an intern.
A lower life?
Yeah. Just one of those people who
He's
works
already
free.
insulting the help.
Well, Judy and I worked, I would get all the leftovers. I got her leftover from Soupy Sales Show. You know,
I get left over from so many people. I'm beginning to grow mold in the refrigerator.
Yeah. What I wanted to do is, I'd love to have a WNBC reunion at some point before Ennis takes off. What, pardon me?
Why?
I think it'd be great to bring back some of the great people who worked at this radio station.
Well, some of them aren't around anymore, you know.
Well, Long John Nebel's no longer walking the planet, but there are those who
Big
have
Wilson.
worked here.
I worked with him.
Biggie is down in Florida.
Yeah.
We talked to him a few months ago.
He's a nice guy.
He's great. Lee Leonard and Brad Crandall and Bill Mazer used to work here. And
this station
was
a hot talk station at one time with Brad Crandall.
They had mid-1964.
A bunch of years going, yeah. And it was on all night. Who was on? There was a guy.
Long John Nebel did on that show.
That's right. But, you know, they were discussing issues. We're not doing that now. The radio has changed a lot.
Well, so you can do fun talks. My contention has always been, I don't very often get into conversations about the industry on the air. You like to do that. But.
Yeah, people don't like that. In the business, radio people don't think that radio listeners like to talk about the medium.
I think they like it once in a while. I don't think they like it every day.
I had a discussion with someone this morning about that. Swear to God. One of the big executives here in town on a radio network.
Yeah.
Who said that you were too inside. And he told me I was too inside because I talk about radio. Remember, I was making I don't know if you remember this, I'm making a big deal out of AM radio.
Well, I never listened to you. But I know that...
Nice guy.
But I think that too many talk shows appeal to people who are deceased or older. And there isn't enough talk radio for younger people, the baby boom generation.
Well, this you might like. The Subaru cars, the new Subaru cars, they have technology in them that differentiates but doesn't tell you. So in other words, it's AM or FM, but it doesn't indicate it.
Yeah.
In other words, you just press a setting on your dial. It scans to the next available frequency, AM or FM.
Right.
So it doesn't really tell you what you listen to.
That's great. See, if they don't know it's AM, they'll listen.
Yeah, because it's unhip to be on AM to a certain age group.
Yeah, but that's going to change. I think everything is cyclical, just like FM was unhip 20 years ago.
Well, I went to the NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters, not the gun convention. And I made a little impassioned plea to the AM broadcasters at one of the seminars, and I suggested they turn AM radio over to black folks and to kids. And then it will find its own way again.
Absolutely.
Because the black folks know fashion, and the kids really don't have any taste at all. So it'll work just fine. You know what I mean? They're not predisposed. In other words, they already have they have a lot of loose. The looseness is what is lacking on AM, except right now, because you know this is like a swan song. We're very loose right now.
Well, I'm pretty loose. I've always worked loose.
But you could very easily right now get a big audience.
What's so funny about that?
No, there are people who are bored listening to radio, and they like what we're doing right now. They want to hear what we're doing right now. That's what made Howard Stern popular. He was good when he was on NBC.
You see, you mentioned that, and yet I want to reiterate.
He would die to get here. Do you know that he would die to be right here right now? Alan,
a lot of people here.
He hates his job.
But a lot of people who are here now are dying.
He hates his job. He only makes half the money that Imus makes. And he doesn't have any of the convenience that you have right here.
Well, that's irrelevant.
Look at these.
It's irrelevant because
does the audience know that you have a hairdresser here and that you also have someone who's just changes the water? It's a union job.
I have someone who actually eats for me. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
this person eats lunch.
Masticates.
I'm glad that you phrased that correctly.
Yeah, someone who masticates
for me. That's a good word. So what's the phone number that people can call us at?
They're first-time listeners. They apparently know that because all the lines are ringing, and I think it's because you're here, Joey.
Hello, first-time listener, last-time caller.
You know, one of those deals, right?
We're at 212-247-8666 on WNBC. And not enough radio is loose because radio executives feel you got to be really structured and tight. And one of the great things about being at WNBC for me has been they let you do your job. They hire you. They realize that if you get to New York, which is the #1 market in the world, you obviously know what you're doing, and they respect that and allow you to do that because you got here. They don't have to tell you what to do once you get in front of the microphone. And that's been the pleasure and joy I've had working at this radio station.
Well, I worked at KOA in Denver, which is a legitimate talk station. I worked with Alan Berg, the guy who got shot. Yeah, I've been around a lot of tragedy in my life, you know, so don't get too close, Alan. But this KOA was a serious news issue station, and I'm not a serious news guy. I mean, I don't really care to talk about something that can't be solved. You know, there are some stations today that would be talking about the Iranian plane.
Well, we do. We talked about it all week.
You did?
Yeah.
That's boring.
No, it's not boring. It's passionate. People are passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's not boring.
See, now bringing it up just now, you know what happens with the phones.
Right, but see, it's not boring.
The controversy is going to be, is it boring or is it not boring? Now let's take a poll.
Well, no, well, that's not. But you were saying you and Alan Berg worked together.
Yeah, and he would pick on topics. He would pick up topics, and there were controversial issues. So I could never get into that boogie, and I had a television show that was on simulcast on radio and TV. It was owned by GE, ironically. You know, they don't like radio. They usually sell their stations, and, well, actually, they do like radio. They like receivers.
We put the things to death.
Yeah.
Remember that? What is it? Talk is cheap was their motto. So I was working for them in Denver, and I was on a television station, and what they used to do was they had no budget for the guests, you know, so we'd have to get people who were on the circuit, like you had, Alan. You know, people who are in the building. You got to entrap them.
No, we don't do that.
But I did that.
Well, okay, but that's not how we get our guests, but go ahead.
All right, so when I worked for GE, if a guest was real good, I'd give them a 250-watt bulb. And if they were pretty dim, like Joyce Brothers, for instance, I'd give her a nightlight. But since she wasn't in Denver every night, she didn't know that she got the little cootie prize. See, she didn't know that she was the worst guest I ever had in history.
Joyce Brothers was?
Oh, Dr. Joyce Brothers, excuse me.
She was the worst guest you ever had?
Oh, forever. She kept giving me this advice. Like, you're standing on my toe.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. She was an awful guest.
Yeah.
Do you ever have her on your show here?
She's been on the show once, and she's a delightful woman.
You enjoyed her?
Well, in a manner of speaking.
She must be a Jewish lady in your neighborhood for you to say that.
One of the worst guests we've ever had here was Lindsay Wagner, who literally did not know what town she was in.
Wonder Woman?
Did so many interviews. No, that's Linda Carter.
Oh.
Lindsay Wagner was...
Bionic Woman.
Bionic Woman. And it was like, another interview. All right. Lindsay, tell me about this show you're in. It's on Tuesday. We're going to take a break, and we'll do Radio Graffiti with Joey Reynolds. Okay. Joey Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, call. That's 1-800-JOEY. And if you're gay, you can call 1-800-BARRY-MANILOW.
Of course, Joey's not used to a host who works pretty much by himself. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back. You had a lot of people in the studio when you worked here.
Oh, we got a lot now.
Well, Judy is here to do the traffic, and Elena is here producing.
You got
but
Judy on the
I don't have
here?
kind of an engineer and a sidekick and a Rosenberg and this person and a salad bar and the whole thing. I work pretty much alone.
That's why they got rid of me, Alan. It's because it was the high cost of this big staff that made me funny. We don't have that staff anymore. You notice we're not funny?
No, I haven't noticed that.
See, if they had kept me, I would have died every day on the air without that staff. That staff is what made me.
So you needed them.
I needed them. I can't be funny alone.
You can't work alone.
No,
huh?
I'm a prop comic. I need to have all the help I can get.
338
I'm going to start
W.
playing off your damn head in a minute.
Yeah, we'll be back with my very dear close personal friend, Joey Reynolds, in just a moment.
Will ice cream dream come true? Eddie Crocker, I love you. After eating a chocolatey rich Gold Rush ice cream candy bar with chewy caramel and nuts, I hired a skywriter to write "Marry Me, Betty Crocker" across the sky. Sent up some Gold Rush ice cream candy bars with him for inspiration. He got some. He signed his name to my message. Eddie Crocker, I love you.
The good old guys must clean out every 1988 Olds to make room for the 89s. So get there first and get the Oldsmobile you want for a low clean-out price.
That's the one. That's my next car, the red front-wheel drive Cutlass Supreme.
Sorry, first dibs.
Oh, no, really? Well, I can see myself in that high-performance Cutlass Calais Quad 4. Too late, miss. This is my birthday present for Brian. Well, I always wanted a roomy, big, family-size Delta 88. That settles it. I guess I'll marry David and have 3 children.
Well, I beg your pardon, madam, but Cecily, Adrian, and I were here first.
Well, that Cutlass Sierra looks pretty terrific. So what if my sister Dottie has one? Hers is gray.
Taken, baby, taken.
Oh.
You gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to beat me.
So, now you know. You can get the Olds you want for a low clean-out price, only if you get there first.
Electricity is in the air.
All summer.
All night.
At McDonald's.
It's electric summer night.
Plug in now. Wow, check it out.
What?
Max and Ike sunglasses for only $1.79 when you buy a supersize shake, supersize fry, or supersize soft drink after 4 p.m.
Where?
Only at McDonald's.
When?
Now for July 14th.
These glasses are outrageous.
Looking so cool.
Rad all the way.
There's a electricity in the air. Can you feel it?
We can feel it.
Electric summer nights at McDonald's.
Not days, nights after 4 p.m.
You'll have it made in our shade.
Yeah, with Max and Night sunglasses for only $1.79.
Just buy any super summer size.
Shake, fry, or soft drink. This is so exciting. Oh, so thrilling. So electrifying. So come to McDonald's now.
For your Max and Night sunglasses.
Because this deal ends July 14th.
It's electric summer night. Offer good at participating McDonald's in New York, New Jersey, and Fairfield County, Connecticut while supplies last. Prices may vary, plus tax.
Traffic on WNBC brought to us by 9X Mobile Communications.
9X can't ease the traffic, but they can help your business move along faster, so you can do more of the things you need to with a mobile phone. For mobile communications, the answer is 9X.
And with the latest from the WNBC Traffic and Transit Network, here is Judy D'Angelo.
Thank you, Alan. North on the BQE. Slow volume from Humboldt Street through Queens Boulevard, southbound lanes, bumper to bumper south of Meeker Avenue through Weiss Avenue. The eastbound Hamilton Avenue drawbridge is stuck in the open position. We checked with DOT. They say, yes, that is true. And as a result, local traffic very heavy. Motorists should avoid the area if possible. Up in Norwalk, Connecticut, the southbound Merritt Parkway congested for half a mile approaching exit 38 due to an earlier accident and some right lane construction. Inbound GWB, minor delays through the tolls. The construction has been cleared on the New York side. Holland and Lincoln tunnels, no reported times in either direction. Northbound FDR drive slow between the 60s and 90s because of right lane construction. South on the major Deegan Expressway, very heavy volume from Fordham Road to the GWB. The northbound side sluggish from the 160s to the bridge. And the westbound Cross Bronx Expressway extra slow from the Bruckner interchange to the GWB. It's all just due to extra volume. We'll be back in 20 minutes with more traffic and transit on WNBC.
And Joey Reynolds is with us. Joey, who occupied this chair, no, that chair, just before. See, they moved me to this side of the room.
It's nice having you run the board, Al.
Thank you. I feel like I'm engineering for the previous show.
Should do that. If only they could. Can you get rid of the mic, though?
Thank you so much.
No, Jay had a mic.
I know, but I don't like him on it either.
And Jay was allowed to say, you know, once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. I mean, you're talking too much, Alan, for my show.
You want to do the next 3.5 hours?
No.
Fine.
No,
It's yours.
Do we still have a Joey jingle anywhere?
You got me. Do we have any?
They erased all that stuff.
That's the stuff I bulked, right?
Well, I read the New York Post today. I saw where Spuzz McKenzie got the black spot on the eye from a street fight with Sean Penn. Is that one of your jokes?
Yeah. No, that's not, Joey.
Come on
WNBC.
I hate you, Joe.
Pardon me, sir?
I hate you, Joe.
You think you can say that to your own voice, or don't you have the courage? Don't you have the courage
You
to do
did not
that?
inherit this fault.
No, that's true. No, I corrected that myself. WNBC.
Al, can I speak to Joey?
Go ahead.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, Joe, how you doing? Listen, when Alan gets fired at NBC, why don't you let him help you down in a nursing home cleaning Colmes with the old ladies?
Yeah.
This is somebody I inherited from you, Joey.
Yeah, that's another one of mine. Are you still there?
That's one of your... No, he hangs up.
Only in this city do you get that. You know, that's what I miss. I miss being hung up on, you know?
Oh, yeah. WNBC. WNBC.
Arriba. I asked Ed to mow the lawn, and he said right to his office.
Yeah, thanks. WNBC.
Call from the convenience store.
Let's speak to Joey.
Go ahead.
First of all, Joey, as you would always say, hiya.
Hi, who's this?
This is Rich from Brooklyn.
Oh, hi, Rich. How you doing, man?
First of all, I wanted to ask you guys, was Chris the only guy to live all through the afternoon all those years?
We killed him off.
No, I mean,
Chris Coyle.
the only guy actually to go through Howard, through Joey, through Alan.
Well, no, he wasn't. Yeah, he was on with Howard for a while, too.
What's that?
I was with him all too.
Yeah, you did, too. Judy D'Angelo was here for
I was even pre-Chris.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. I know.
But you're a lifer.
I really don't know whether that's, you know, whether I should like be patting myself on the back for that, you know.
All right, thank you. WNBC.
Hi, Alan.
Hi.
Hi, I've got a question for Joey.
Sure.
Hey, are you the same Joey Reynolds that sang this song called Rats in My Room?
Yeah. No, I'm not known as a singer, but yes.
Yeah, because I remember you used to be on a radio station on like AM 11.7 a long time ago.
Yeah, it was in Lakewood in New Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was from Jackson when like World Famous and Jay the Jock were on and all those strange people.
Yeah, that was my radio station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
and Ma Belle You're Swell was the flip side of that great moldy oldie.
Oh, God, you remember the flip side. You probably know the whole. It's a very popular item.
I called in, like I was like 10 years old, I called in and I won some contest and that was my prize. So I still have My Belle You're Swell to this day somewhere.
Oh, that's great.
All right, thank you.
Really nice of you to call.
Bye-bye.
WNBC.
Hi, Judy and Alan, great show. Hiya, Joey.
Hiya. Thanks a lot. You don't have to flatter the host.
It's great to hear your voice on the radio again here in New York. I have a question for you.
I hate when they call shows and flatter the host. You know, it's so boring.
Are you going to stay in New York, or are you on your way to Martha's Vineyard?
No, there we go again. Boy, some people never forget, do they?
I I don't forget. No, I listened to you since you started.
Well, I'm trying to get back in line again in New York City. There's a big, long line. I worked my way up to Fryboy at McDonald's on 8th Avenue, and I'm going to be pretty soon at the Port Authority.
I wish you all the best, Joey.
Maybe it'll be on the PA system, so it'll be in the same kind of line of work.
Probably.
Lots of luck to you.
All right, thank you.
At least I have my real name as a minority
How
name.
come you guys are so jealous of Howard Stern?
Oh, yeah, boy.
Howard Stern is the king of radio. You guys jealous losers.
WNBC, hello.
Hello, Joey.
Yeah, hi.
How you doing?
Good. Who's this?
I'm not a Jew. I hope you're not, because Alan is.
WNBC.
Hello, I'm not going to flatter either of you because I hate both of you.
Thanks. WNBC.
Feelings mutual.
I miss these New York calls, boy. These are great.
Hello.
All right, I'd like to ask Joe if you had anything to do with the song that was changed the words around of Billy Joel's Allentown that was put in NBC about 5 years ago.
No.
Called In the Five Town.
No. WNBC.
Alan, are you the same Alan Colmes that is the host of New Family Feud?
No, no, it's not. That's Ray Colmes, COMBS. WNBC.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Joey Reynolds, how are you?
Hiya. Who's this?
This is Thomas from Connecticut.
All right, Tom. Good to talk to you.
What's happening? Geez, could you get further off mic?
You know, it's real funny.
I'm just kidding.
We're sitting here watching the phones, and they're just going one after the other. And I've never seen so many phone calls on a radio station in my life.
Really?
Yeah, what's happening today?
We have listeners.
No kidding.
Oh, it's good.
Maybe you're not familiar with having that happen in this room,
Well,
but
you can't tell by the ratings, though. I mean,
I know, well, but they're there.
Hey, in Florida, do you do a music show, or is it all talk like it was in New York?
No, I was playing rock and roll. I was on an FM station, what they call AOR, album-oriented radio. It's like NEWFM, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, not like K-Rock, which is the music of your older brother's life. You know, we were doing this AOR stuff, and I was playing new stuff. You know.
Wait, so you're not on T anymore?
I was playing Pink Floyd. No, I haven't been on in about a month.
Too bad, pal. Too bad.
Yeah, I know. Well, we were playing too much of that heavy metal stuff, and I had a little brain damage, and I had to go to the home. So
Guns and Needles or what?
Okay, thanks.
No, the Needles were dirt.
WNBC.
Yeah, more peafowl.
We did a show on Peafowl last week, and
More peafowl.
this was one of the most, I think it's the one, do you think, Sarah, that's probably the most successful show we've done?
In fact, we even had a festival in our house. We all got together. We ate a lot of it.
We had a Peafowl farmer on from Iowa, and this was, to me, did it taste like turkey? Sir? Apparently it killed him. And we had a Peafowl farmer on from Minden, Iowa, and he wrote a book called The Wacky World of Peafowl.
It was originally from Patterson, New Jersey.
Yeah, I think it was probably one of the most brilliant segments we've done on the show. WNBC.
Hi, Alan.
Yes.
I talk to Joey?
Yeah, this is Joey. Hiya.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had the Christmas Carol singing?
Yeah,
The Rockefeller Tree?
Yeah.
And I took pictures. My name is Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. How are you? You're stuck with the station, huh?
Yeah. I want to tell you, some blonde guy said he would pay money for those pictures. Now, you took the pictures, but I never got no cash.
Some blind guy?
Blonde.
Oh.
He was downstairs by the tree with you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chris Doyle.
That was Chris Doyle?
Yeah, he's the one who's been
Give me
through all...
money.
Well, he don't work here anymore, so you can't attach him.
Where are my pictures?
He doesn't have a job.
Thanks. WNBC. You know he does. He's working elsewhere. Hello.
This real funny bit Joey did.
What's that?
I remember this real funny bit Joey did one time.
All right,
that's a good sense of humor.
I think it will dispense with that
one you
remark.
should dump. Can you still dump calls?
Yeah, I dumped it.
Good.
WNBC.
That was totally tasteless.
How long is your member?
I don't believe there's any club to speak of, sir. WNBC.
Yourself.
Joey.
Yeah.
You suck, and you always will, and you always did, so go to hell, you bastard.
Yeah. Could you go on, sir? I kind of like when you talk like that.
Shut up, you big-nosed bitch, Colmes.
Ooh. Did you...
I think you have a homosexual.
This is exciting. Keep talking. I like this.
Tell your slut, skank bitch Judy to keep her mouth shut.
Ooh,
come on, more.
More.
I want to hear all the words you know. Come on.
Are you delaying any of this?
No.
You're not?
No, you're on delay. Good. Come on, tell me more.
Boy.
I guess he ran out of words. I just wanted to see how many he knew.
All the words he knows.
Well, yeah.
I took my mother-in-law to the airport today. Her flight's tomorrow. So, I mean, that'll give you an idea what kind of a day I'm having.
Well, you know, unfortunately, all the rim shots are out, so WNBC.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah.
How you feel?
Hi. Feel great. Hiya. I want to say hello to everybody in Freehold, which is where my mother-in-law works in the courthouse.
Oh, yeah?
Home of Bruce Springsteen, if you remember that. Yeah, what's your name? Hello?
It was too tough a question. Thank you so much.
Okay.
WNBC.
Yeah, Alan.
Yes.
Just want to say hi to Joey, and where are the Grunfests?
Nobody's been sick.
WNBC.
Alan.
Yes.
Dude, check this out. My girlfriend's mother likes you, right?
Right.
Right? She's not married anymore.
Yeah?
Let's go on a double date, man. If she puts out like her daughter, forget about it. We'll have a good time.
So her daughter is, what'd you say, is you've gone around third?
Around
I'm trying to do everything in sports terminology now.
Only in New York.
I'm leading the league in home runs right now.
Did you slide home, or was it a steal? So her mother is, how old's her mother?
How old?
Yeah.
I don't know. She must be around 40, but she's good looking.
Yeah, well, you seem like you have a lot of respect for women. And
I do.
How long have you been seeing this woman?
I've been seeing her daughter.
No, yeah, that's not a woman, excuse me. How long have you been seeing this young lady?
A couple of months.
Yeah?
It's like Dr. Alan Colmes.
And obviously you like her because she has
You're
great...
getting excited. You're actually getting off on this. You like hearing about this stuff.
I can't stand up. Obviously you like this girl because she's got great intellectual prowess and a working knowledge of the great philosophers.
No, she puts out.
All right.
I said that already.
All right, thank you so much, sir. It's nice having this intellectual tete-a-tete with you.
Okay.
And I hope the next time you have something important to say, perhaps a insight into a world event, you'll share your point of view with us here on WNBC.
What?
Thank you so much. All right, let me tell you about the New York Yankees. This weekend, the Yankees host the Kansas City Royals and open a big 10-game homestand that features the Royals, Chicago White Sox, and Texas Rangers. The Yankees host the Royals Friday and Saturday nights at 7:30, and Sunday afternoons at 1:30, and our last caller will be there. All fans 14 and younger at Sunday's game will receive a Yankee jacket compliments of National Westminster Bank, USA. The White Sox visit the stadium July 14th through the 17th, and this 4-game series is highlighted by 2 special days. On July 16th, the Equitable presents Old Timers Day, and Sunday, July 17th is Kenny Shoe Athletic Sock Day. Ooh. It's worth a trip from anywhere, isn't it? The homestand will conclude with a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers, July 18th, 19th, and 20th. Tickets are on sale at the stadium 7 days a week from 9 to 5. For charge orders, call Ticketmaster at 212-307-7171. By the way, 2 shoes I know are right now stapled to George Steinbrenner's door. They belong to Billy Martin. For information, call the Yankees at 212-293-6000. See you at the stadium.
Bayou Country, Louisiana. Driving through desolate places like this makes you glad you take your car to Mr. Goodwrench, the GM service specialist. Mr. Goodwrench uses genuine GM parts, the kind your General Motors car was designed to use. Because Mr. Goodwrench knows the last thing you need to worry about in places like this is your car. Mr. Goodwrench, no one knows your GM car better. No one.
PC Richard has what you want.
And PC Richard's prices are unbeatable.
At PC Richard's supersize showrooms, you'll see top-name air conditioners, refrigerators, freezers, dehumidifiers, and fans galore.
Richard does more. Richard gives more. PC Richard has been satisfying its customers with low prices, unbeatable selection, and reliable service for over 78 years. You'll always see top-name televisions, home audio equipment, and VCRs, as well as all types of home appliances at unbeatable prices.
And you always know you're safe when you buy at Richard's.
Things are a little tough around the house at the moment. I got yelled at for fighting with my nerdy sister. It's the age-old sibling rivalry thing. Then a question was raised about the sanitary conditions of my room. And there was also some considerable parental objection to that innocent little experiment that blew the basement door off. Picky, picky, picky. Let's face it, it's not easy being a kid. It can be kind of stressful. So sometimes you just gotta stop and look at the fish. Yeah, me and my friends, we like to go on unwind at Mystic Marine Life Aquarium in Mystic, Connecticut. You can really learn a lot at Mystic. Those sharks are pretty awesome. For them, I'd clean my room. And you can see whales, dolphins, and seals in training demonstrations every hour. For Mystic Marine Life, it's study and research. For all the rest of us, it's fun. Hey, Mom, can we go to Mystic Marine Life today?
Mystic Marine Life Aquarium, exit 90 off I-95. It's educational and it's fun.
But do we have to take my sister?
Just a few minutes left of Joey Reynolds, and then one of the greatest singers, I think, could be the next Jerry Vale. Rocco Primavera will be with us.
Have they started the all-sports format yet? And just
not
yet.
yet.
Just not told you?
Why would you say that, Joey?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe this is their way of slipping it in. Dave Sims called me on the hotline a little while ago.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Dave listens to the show.
Yeah. Well, Dave thinks you're funny.
Well, thank you very much.
He's the one.
You know, I don't think it's etiquette for the former host to come and insult the present host.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We shouldn't be doing that.
I don't think that's a good thing to do.
Especially since we're friends, Al.
Yeah, we are. And I'll tell you something, and I mean this seriously. You were so good about things when I was grappling with whether I should take afternoons or not.
Well, you had no choice. You needed the work.
No, I was doing overnights here. And I was happy to do overnights. And I was hired to do overnights. You're laughing. I was hired to do overnights. I did not come here expecting to do afternoons.
No, I'm laughing because I really felt that you had no choice, Alan. I mean, you were either going to do this shift or you were out.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not.
You know, I mean, Jay the Jock's destiny was made. He was going to do overnights and play that time machine thing.
Yeah.
That was written in stone.
It was?
They had that all planned, yeah. They were going to do that whether you liked it or not. Well, can you picture yourself sitting there playing oldies? You're not going to do that, are you?
Probably not.
You may have to. It may be your next gig. All black weather is what I was thinking of doing.
I think all traffic all the time.
What about some of these callers that we're getting today now? I have never seen so many calls. I made that statement right, but I've never heard such a conflict. I mean, what is going on? What have you done to my people?
Rile them up.
Why?
I mean, your people. Your people. I've been doing this show for almost a year and a half now, Joey.
Oh, you've done it longer than I did. I guess they're your people now. I feel like Jack Parr when he visited Johnny Carson. Remember, Carson has done for what, 25 years now, 27 years?
Yeah.
And Jack Parr did it only for about 4 or 5. But Jack Parr has this great impact that Johnny Carson never allowed him to visit. So it's very gracious of you to have me here.
Thank you. Well, we didn't plan this. I happened to see Joey in the hall going
groveling for work.
You know, I think he would have looked a lot better without the cup, but the NBC.
Hey, Howard Stern. The Joey Reynolds. The Soupy Self.
I still got to go with D. Morton Downey Jr.
Got all the names here.
At E. Ray Dariano. F. Doug O'Brien. E. No, it's me. G. I'm in the morning. H. The Grunfest. And
Thank you. We're running out of time. Thank you. WNBC.
Yeah, Joey. I thought we got rid of you. I thought we finished you off.
What do you think? You think you got a democracy going when you vote somebody out and they go away?
Well, we like Alan better because, everybody get ready, he's a Jew.
All right, thank you.
See, down in Florida we have gun laws. You know, you're allowed to have one. Now here you're not allowed to carry a gun.
Thank God.
But
thank God that window is bulletproof, okay?
Well, see, you know my motto, don't you?
What's that?
You can get more with a smile and a gun than with just a smile. It's a Florida motto.
Well, I think that stinks. WNBC.
Yes, Alan and Joe, I have a question for you. Whatever happened to the other guy who used to be on Late Night NBC many years ago, Alan Douglas?
Alan Douglas, I think was here for a very short time, and unfortunately committed suicide.
Really?
Yeah.
I never realized that because I remember he used to be on, like Marv Albert used to have a talk show too.
Yeah, he was on from 9 to midnight. Got preempted a lot by the Knicks and Rangers, but left here after being here only about 6 months and took his own life.
Well, that's fair.
Thank you. WNBC.
Alan, you're a Jew.
How can you take all this abuse like that?
Well, no, he's being accurate. I am a Jew.
Hey, commie Jew.
No, that's not true. I'm not a commie, sir, but I am a Jew.
You're a commie Jew.
No, you're half right. WNBC.
Alan, is it true that Joey only came back because you have pictures of him in a farm animal?
No, that's why he left in the first place. WNBC.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
Well, Joey.
Yeah.
Alan, I'd first like to ask you...
I'm making a terrible mistake. I'm trying to enjoy the show.
why do you guys... Why do we get into habits of certain crutch words? For instance, Joey used to be... well, Alan, with you, it's... higher was one of them, and... that's the ticket, and Alan, with you, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do you find these are effective words on the air?
No, they just come naturally. Just something I do. I never thought about it.
One quick thing, Alan. What's
it's not a crutch. It's just something I say. Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, we're out of time for this hour. Joey, it was great to see you.
It's been fun, Alan. I miss everybody here, too.
Well, I miss you, and I'm really glad to see you.
Yeah,
I do consider you a friend.
You too.
And hope to see you again soon.
We're going to work... No, we're not going to ooze.
Beautiful thing.
We're going to work together again, right, Judy?
Yeah, sure.
Alan and I mean.
Yeah.
4 o'clock at
You'll be working the salad bar. I'll be over biscuits and...
Guys, with that,
this is news from 66 WNBC, New York.
I'm Doug O'Brien. Here's what's happening at 4 o'clock. More hospital waste is washed up on the south shore of Long Island.
and that meant closing the 4 beaches officials had opened up just an hour earlier. More vials of blood, some intravenous, and surgical tubing today. Yesterday's junk filled up 2 medium-sized garbage bags, and there's even more of that today. Nassau County Health Department spokesperson Shelley Domash says the danger is not from disease.
The infectious waste in itself is not really that dangerous. The chance of polluting a whole body of water from it is not that great. The real problem might be if someone's walking on the beach and they step on a syringe and it's infected, that might cause a problem.
As of yet, nobody knows where the stuff came from. Meanwhile, the preliminary test results from the vials that washed up in Bayonne did show AIDS antibodies.
That means that at one point the blood was exposed to the AIDS virus. That does not mean that the virus was present in the sample that we analyzed. The antibody is basically a protein. It's more hardy than the AIDS virus itself. The AIDS virus is very sensitive to environmental and temperature changes, and it doesn't survive well outside the human body.
New Jersey Health Department spokesperson Marilyn Riley. In both cases, it's highly unlikely any AIDS virus would have survived. And Riley says Jersey officials are far more worried about the hepatitis virus that might be in some of the vials. In the North Sea, disaster and not much optimism.
Seas are riding high and hopes are low in the North Sea. Rescue operators say they don't expect to find any more survivors of that oil rig disaster off the coast of Scotland. 65 have been rescued. As many as 170 others appeared dead from the explosion or drowned in the icy waters. The American banking crunch may be worse than feared. The government said today it could take more than $40 billion to bail out all the growing, failing savings and loans. A pro-Iranian group again is threatening the safety of American hostages being held in Lebanon. In Tehran, anti-American sentiment is building as more of the victims of the jetliner tragedy in the Gulf are laid to rest. The Pentagon was firm today in saying there was a confusing military signal that was emitted by that Iranian airliner. The richest man in the world is a Japanese railroad operator. As unbelievable as it is, his net value is pegged at $18.9 billion. From the NBC Radio Network Newsroom, I'm Mike Moss.
Speaking of rich people, somebody who bought a lotto ticket in Manhattan is $22 million richer. The entire prize from last night's drawing goes to just one ticket. Still no name on the new rich person. WNBC News Time 4:03. This news sponsored by Cooper Tire. See Art Kalin at Rally Tire and Auto Service, 616 Connecticut Avenue in Norwalk.
Today's excitement cars demand exciting tires. Tires that can take high speeds without sacrificing handling. Tires that can meet the challenge of performance car demands. This is a job for a speed-rated tire like the 8-speed-rated Cooper Cobra Radial GT, available at your local Cooper Tire dealer. The tire experts at Cooper highly recommend the Cooper Cobra Radial GT because they're built on Cooper design, state-of-the-art, 2-stage equipment for precision placement of the tire component. And the H speed rating means the Cooper Cobra has sustained speeds up to 130 miles per hour in indoor wheel tests. So you get steel-belted radial construction for strength and speed rating for high performance all in one tire. The Cooper Cobra Radial GT H-rated, built by the people known for quality since 1914. You can understand why the folks at Cooper Tire are proud of the Cooper Cobra or any other fine Cooper product. They won't let you down on product or service.
See Nick and Mike Poplowski at Maplewood Tire, 1659 Springfield Avenue in Maplewood, or Charlie and Mike at the Tire King behind the A&P in Sussex. At 4:04 WNBC wants you to know kicking your drug habit is tough if you try to go it alone. Call Nassau County Department of Drug and Alcohol Addiction at 516-542-3925. From the WNBC Traffic and Transit Network, here's Judy DeAngelis.
Thanks, Doug. Outbound Holland and Lincoln Tunnels, minor delays. Traveling through Manhattan and Queens Midtown Tunnel, 15 to 20 minute tie-ups in both directions. And the eastbound Hamilton Avenue drawbridge is now back down in the down position. Local traffic easing through the area.
WNBC Sports Night tonight with Dave Sims, Lyle Spencer of the Post, and Open Phone New York. Dave invites you to speak your piece. The Yankees and Mets are off. WNBC weather tonight through Monday, partly cloudy, hazy, hot and humid. 30% chance of rain late in the afternoon. Highs around 90, lows in the low 70s. Currently, it's 85 degrees, and that's what's happening. I'm Doug O'Brien, WNBC News.
I can't get Joey Reynolds out of the studio. The guy comes by, visits, hasn't been here in a year and a half, and the man won't leave. In a few minutes, Rocco Primavera will be with us. He is...
I'll be more than glad to sit in.
Rocco will be with us. Well, you can stay till Rocco gets here. Rocco will be with us. He is, I think, one of the greatest new singers on the scene. And you'll be amazed when you hear this guy and see him. Well, you won't see him because it's radio. But he'll be with us in a few minutes. Who are you calling?
I'm trying to get a guest, Alan, because you can't get one of your own. All right, thank you very much, okay? Yeah. Pretty bad when you're at NBC and you have to call out. I mean, you know, it's the Carnegie. That's another story.
No, we don't have to deal with the Carnegie.
Alan, you know what? Yeah, I just realized what you've done here. Since the government does not allow us to have a place for the homeless, there's really no place for the mentally deranged.